So when it rains, it pours. Multiple lawsuits are being filed against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing him of SA and videotaping, similar allegations that we saw in the Cassie lawsuit. Let's break down both lawsuits and why all of this is happening right now. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So, as I said to you before, after the Cassie lawsuit, the Bombshell Cassie lawsuit, 35 pages of her talking about decade-long of physical, mental, and all kinds of other abuses that Sean Diddy Combs allegedly made her suffer. Less than 24 hours later, that lawsuit has been dismissed and settled. So a lot of people have speculated that because he settled so quickly, that was the beginning of the end when it comes to Diddy, because they believe that him settling so quickly proved that he did at least some of what she accused him of. So we covered just yesterday or the day before yesterday, a story about another instance that wasn't included in her lawsuit that allegedly Diddy had forced Cassie to get breast implants. He didn't like the breast implants, and then he forced the doctor allegedly to redo the surgery within that same week when the doctor said to him, no, you should really wait 6 months. I strongly believe that Cassie's lawsuit, her 35-page lawsuit against Diddy with the damning accusations that she had in it, were just the icing on the cake, because now more stories are coming out, including this Bombshell story from Daily Mail accusing Diddy of forcing Cassie to get breast implants and not being happy with what the end result, and then forcing the doctor to operate on her again within the same week. Well, according to the Daily Mail in this new exclusive, and speaking to someone that worked in the office and witnessed this exchange between Diddy and the doctor, he allegedly pressured Cassie to get breast implants, and then when she had the surgery, he wasn't happy with the results, and then asked the doctor to take them out and do the surgery again. The doctor allegedly warned him and said, you can't do that, you have to wait at least 6 months. And despite the doctor's hesitation, he did go along with this and perform the surgery allegedly. It should be noted that Dr. Frank Ryan, the doctor that performed the surgery, passed away the next year in an accident. Apparently, he drove off a cliff in Malibu because he was looking down while texting. And we've said before, surgeries like that takes months for you to actually see swelling go down and for you to see the final result. That was an allegation that came out in the Daily Mail. But I told you after covering this Cassie and Diddy lawsuit that I felt like more stories would be coming out. And I can't tell you, I've gone down the Kim Porter rabbit hole, and I'm actually really concerned. And Kim, where is that manuscript? Where is it? That manuscript is somewhere. Because reportedly before Kim Porter passed away, she was working on a tell-all book. And people have alleged that Diddy had something to do with her passing. There's been a big mystery behind that. I don't know about that, but I want to know, where is the safe deposit box and where's the manuscript, Kim? So let's get into this, because a news story came out yesterday. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, but the stories just kept on coming yesterday in regards to Diddy and the allegations. So according to TMZ, Diddy is being sued for SA. And I know you probably have seen Jamie Foxx, Marilyn Manson, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, multiple allegations. Matter of fact, let me just tell you exactly why this is happening right now. So shout out to Philip Lewis, who I follow on social media. He's a journalist that covers a lot of different stories that we love to talk about. So he posted this just as a reminder, because a lot of people are like, why are we seeing all these allegations? Cuba Gooding Jr. facing allegations right now as well. So he wrote this in a tweet and cited the Guardian article talking about why you're seeing such a large influx this week in regards to SA cases and allegations and lawsuits. So he writes this, he says, the New York Adult Survivors Act opened a year-long window for survivors of SA to file civil suits past the statute of limitations. That window closes this week. He says Diddy, Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., Axl Rose, Harvey Weinstein, Donald Trump, Bill Cosby, Marcellus Wiley, Anne Marie from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills' husband, Jimmy Iovine, Doug Morris, L.A. Reid, Russell Brand, Marilyn Manson, Harve Pierre, a former executive of Bad Boy, and more have been sued under this act. We should also keep in mind that a civil lawsuit is not a criminal situation. It is basically something, whether or not we're going, and we told you this, more than likely that these things do not go to trial. They're usually ending being settled. This is not a situation where someone's going to end up in jail yet, unless prosecutors decide to bring criminal charges. All right. So in regards to Diddy and the first lawsuit that was, well, the second technically after Cassie's lawsuit that was filed, this is what TMZ writes. He says Diddy is being accused of drugging and essaying a woman on camera more than 3 decades ago in New York City. But according to Diddy's representative, they're saying that the claims are bogus. But according to a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ, a woman named Joy Dickerson Neal says that she was a college student at Syracuse University in 1991 when she met Diddy. She says that he took her on a date that quickly turned into a nightmare. She says in her suit, the woman claims Diddy took her out for chicken and waffles in January of 1991 at the Harlem restaurant where she worked, then drove her over to a recording studio. The woman claims her legs felt rubbery and she couldn't stand when she tried to getting out of Diddy's car, leading her to believe that he had laced her food or drink at the time. So in the suit, the woman claims after leaving the music studio the same evening, Diddy drove her to a house where she says that she was SA'd and secretly recorded. She's suing Diddy under the New York's Adult Survivors Act, a law providing alleged victims of SA a 1 year window to file a civil suit, even if the statute of limitations is up. Thursday marks the deadline to file such lawsuits. Again, why you saw such an influx during Thanksgiving with these being filed. Well, a spokesperson for Diddy is telling the media, and specifically TMZ, they said this in a statement, this last-minute lawsuit is an example of how a well-intentioned law can be turned on its head. Miss Dickerson's 32-year-old story is made up and not credible. Mr. Combs never assaulted her, and she implicates companies that did not exist. This is purely a money grab and nothing more. The woman also accuses Diddy of showing the secretly recorded tapes to scores of people, claiming a musician once told her Diddy had shown the tape to everyone. This goes back to the last video that we did where 50 Cent, in an old interview from over 10 years ago, claimed to seeing a very explicit video of his then girlfriend, Cassie, and insinuated that he didn't seem too shocked by the claim. All right. So the woman claims that she fell into a tailspin after the alleged assault, dropping out of Syracuse and being diagnosed with clinical depression. This morning, we have another lawsuit being filed by another woman, a Jane Doe. And this marks the third lawsuit that Diddy is facing. So according to TMZ, they said that Diddy's being sued a third time for alleged SA, and this time a third person is allegedly involved. What in the 1990s is about to go down right now? Aaron Hall? So the new lawsuit obtained by TMZ was filed anonymously by a Jane Doe who claims Diddy and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall took turns R-ing her and one of her friends either in 1990 or 1991. The lawsuit alleges that the woman and her friend met Diddy at a record event, and Diddy and Hall began flirting with them, buying them drinks during the evening. The woman claims Diddy and Hall took the woman to Hall's apartment where she was offered more alcohol and then coerced into having sex with Diddy. She says that she was traumatized, and then as she lay in the bed, Aaron Hall allegedly came in and R-ed her as well. The Jane Doe claims her friend was also R-ed by both men. She says a few days later, Combs went to the woman's home and became enraged. According to the lawsuit, he was irate and began assaulting and choking Jane Doe to the point that she passed out. Combs was searching for Jane Doe's friend because he was worried that she would tell the girl he was with at the time what he and Hall had done to them. The New York lawsuit filed first reported by Rolling Stone, claims she went to the doctors and told her family and friends about what happened. So in regards to this particular lawsuit, Diddy and his rep have not released a statement in regards to it at the time of the recording of this video. Am I surprised? No, I told you guys in covering the Cassie lawsuit, after reading that 35-page triggering lawsuit, I knew that more stories would end up coming. The validity of these stories, well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. We're going to continue to follow this story, but guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts on what is coming out. Do you think that more will come? Guys, as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you.